The Bulldogs got off to a fast start, but the Cats clawed their way back to record an impressive 28-point win at Kardinia Park in front of 22,000 loud and passionate Geelong fans. This is your Round 20 match review. Cats fans, 10 straight Cats fans. We're rolling, aren't we? This is a great year to be a Geelong supporter, and it's not going to stop. We're going to keep rolling on. We're going to roll on until the grand final. I'm telling you, I picked it at the start of the year, and I'm sticking with it. The Cats are going to win the whole damn thing. I picked it. Well, we're not there yet. Let's just settle down. I'm talking to myself here. Let's just settle down a little bit and we'll get there eventually. But it was a great win. It was a very nervous start to the game, though. We didn't think... a lot of us were thinking we were going to blow it for Joel's 350th. That first quarter, oh, goodness me, not good at all. But we turned it around and we came out victorious in the end, which is what we needed to do. Look, welcome if this is your first time watching this channel. Welcome aboard. It's a growing community and we'd love to have more of you if you'd like to be a subscriber. Brad Close will give you the big fist pump if you do. If not, that's great. Enjoy the content either way, and let's get on with the show. A little free plug this week is for Geelong Hummer Limousines. They're a local company, female owned. And they've been doing good business around town for a little while there. I think about 10 years or something like that. Quite a while anyway. Good bunch of people. Did a lot of good work for some disadvantaged groups during the COVID period there a few years back, which probably went largely unknown of. So if you've got a function coming up, if you've got a grand final party coming up maybe, and you want to get there in style, maybe give them a call and see what they can do for you. That'd be great. Let's get on with the show. Let's talk about some little takeaways from the game. Big ones for me, clearly 10 straight wins. Joel's 350th and Hawkwood 300. Those were two great things. Joel also having the most wins as captain, 160 wins as captain of an AFL side. Well done, Joel. It was a great night. All the things that are around that were just fantastic, and we'll cover some of that as the show goes on. That third quarter, 8 goals, bang, wasn't that beautiful? Dangerfield, a vintage performance from Danger, wound the clock back, best on ground. Yeah, maybe people would say Close was close to it as well, pun intended. But Danger wound the clock back, and he's second best on ground for the year, according to the people of the Hoop Show that vote on these things. Rowan, bit of a shame he got concussed. He'll probably miss a week if that is the outcome. If he is in fact concussed, the medical report comes back. We'll see, but he'll probably miss that, and hopefully we'll get him back for the Gold Coast game if he's able to get on a plane and all that sort of stuff. It was good to see Segler get his first game in the Hoops. Played okay. Came into the game the more it went on, and it'd be better for the run, I think. And yeah, that was good. But a strange one there where he later hit on Cody Waitman towards the end. I had a little chuckle at that. It kind of didn't seem... What are you doing, mate? Anyway, we'll come to that. And it was really good to see the crowd up and about. Barely a spare seat, in the stadium. Everyone brought the energy. It was a little hard for us to get going early, and I appreciate that. Goodness me, but once we did, the roof lifted off the stadium, the roofless Kardinia Park stadium. It just got in that, especially every quarter that went on, the noise and the crowd just built and built and built. And, we were really enjoying the night. And hopefully Joel enjoyed it as well. Probably didn't enjoy that first quarter. But anyway, let's talk about that first quarter, though. Goodness me, the Dogs got out hot early, didn't they? We couldn't get our hands on the ball. They got out to a 4-goal lead before we even sniffed it. It was a worry. Oh, no. I just kept thinking this is going to be just like the Corey Enright game against Melbourne in freezing cold conditions. It had that. It was, it was 6 degrees, I think, was predicted for the game that night. It's just going to happen all over again. Thankfully, though, we turned it around. Kolodashny dropped that chest mark. I'm not going to pick on Kolodashny. I thought he was pretty good on the night, but that was a bit of a, oh, no, what's going on here? This is not great. We're dropping chest marks, and I think Segler dropped a chest mark at one point too. It's like, what is happening? But yeah, Danger was the man, didn't he? He's the one that said, look, I'm a dead-eye dick. In front of goal, I'm going to go back and kick this. Most of us are probably thinking, probably rather it be Jezza or Hawkins having a shot here. But Danger went back and said, look, we're not going to lose for Joel. And he set the tone. And from then on, the Cats started to claw their way back into the game. And did and into the second quarter, really sort of started to get close. I think we got within a goal or so. I think it ended up being a couple of goal lead for the Dogs at half time, but we did okay. The Dogs got their first goal in the quarter through Jamara. He was looking pretty dangerous in that first quarter and a bit. I thought he was going to have a big night again. But we got pretty lucky. There was a forward 50 entry where there was a really kind bounce that Hawkins got it out to, eventually got in the hands of Rowan, who sort of put the Jets on and kicked a goal from the goal square. And that was like, okay, we're up and about now. I'm starting to feel the wheels turning a little bit. We're getting a bit more of the ball. Things are starting to go our way, and that's what you just need, a couple of little things that start happening for the boys to sort of get a bit of a flow on, get some momentum happening. And then you get that Isaac Smith little dribbler along the ground as well, that nice goal on his right foot, actually, which is, I think it was his right foot. It was. I think he's a left footer, isn't he? So that was great. It was beautiful. All the goals seemed to be coming from that end for the first half, at least, anyway. So that was the second quarter was good, and I think we all started to sit back and go, all right, I think we've seen enough of Geelong this year to know that things were starting to happen, and maybe the Bulldogs had fired their best shot, and we've still got a bit of work to do, but we'll see what happens. And then the third quarter rolls around. Wow, 8-goal third quarter. Started with a downfield free kick. I think Jezza got a push in the back after he kicked it, and then Stengel says, yes, thank you, I'll take the kick, and went back and kicked Trawley, and away we went. And then Buse has taken courageous marks. This is great. Hawkins kicks a couple of goals in the quarter, including the one that put us in front. He's coming alive. This is great. Poor old Gary Rowan, though, copped a bit of Jezza buttock in the face and had to ran around for a little bit, but eventually came off and went into the back rooms and had some concussion testing and so forth, and didn't get back on after that. So that's a bit of a shame for him. Cam Guthrie kicked a goal on the run from a lovely handball from close and some other players up the field as well. That was just great, wasn't it? I remember Closey, it was his birthday. Happy birthday to you, Brad. Closey was running onto the ground, and I had really nice seats on the front row, on the wing near the interchange bench, and I'm just yelling at, "Come on, Closey, it's your birthday! Get us a good one!" Or something like that. I'm sure it made no sense, just like I said it then. And clearly he probably wouldn't have heard a thing. And then, 30 seconds later, nice little handball from Closey in goal. So, yes, I'll claim that. It was just the quarter was fantastic. The Cats just started building the pressure. There was just Dogs had no oxygen to do anything. They couldn't move the ball. Then Brian Myers gets his hands on it. Brian, from the boundary, I'm not feeling good about this. I'm looking around, chatting to the bloke next to me. He's not feeling good about it. We've both got our head in our hands. I'm like, is he going to pass it? Surely he's going to pass it. He's not going to have a shot at goal. But Brian Myers goes back and goes, bang! Brian, come on! Catch her on! Yeah! Let's go! Come on! And that was it. And then you just knew we were never going to lose this game now, and that was it. It's like when Grine's kicking goals like that, we are on, baby. We are on. Max Holmes is hitting Jezza on the chest from 50 metres out. Cats, he's having fun. And Stengel's like, I'm going to do a little dance step here and go around my opponent and get one around the corner. Watch this. Just inject this quarter into my veins over and over and over. I loved it. Anyway, fourth quarter, it was fizzed out a little bit there. We did okay for the first half of it, and then I think we ran out of interchanges. Good old Segler was running out of petrol tickets and had to keep coming off. I think yes. Sorry about that, guys. Good timing. Should have had that on mute. So we ran out of interchanges a few minutes in, and Dogs got a couple of late goals and still won the game by 28 points, but probably more like a 40-point game, really. Anyway, but it was good. Grine got a couple of goals for the game, including another mark in the goal square late, and Segler gave away that strange 50-metre penalty, which is really weird, wasn't it? Wanted to get a goal for Joel Selwood, didn't happen in the end, but that's okay. And we got Joel chaired off. That was lovely. All the stuff surrounding that towards the end was great. I hope you enjoyed the night. It's nice to see him do a bit of a lap around the centre square at the end there, acknowledging the crowd and really lapping up the moment, which he deserved. So good on him. A couple of big moments from the game. There was a few things worried me a little bit. Jezza nearly getting killed by Tom Stewart when he went to spoil the ball. Like, Tom, look after your players. He's quite valuable. So, Tom, maybe just keep an eye on Jezza and don't crush him next time. That'd be great. Dangerfield, just the bull. The bull is back. Just out of the centre, bang, 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 throwing his body around. We love to see that. Grind from the boundary. We talked about that. That's great. It was great. So look, for the Bulldogs, I thought Richards was really good. Ed Richards was pretty good all night. Libber, he's pretty handy most weeks. He was okay. And Dunkley and Dale, I thought they were okay as well. But look, pretty much they all, for the team, they're fantastic in the first quarter and then really just faded horribly after that. And a lot of that's down to how Geelong played. So, unfortunately, it's been a bit of a tough year for the Dogs. But hopefully they'll come good over the next couple of weeks, or even the next, even in the season to come. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. So the votes, I'll do some ticks and crosses first. So I've got Myers' miracle goal. Yeah, that was probably the highlight for me for the night, as you could tell with my hysterical moments there. Stengel and Close to get working really nicely together. We love seeing that, don't we? Those boys, we've got Jezza and Tom, and now we've got Stengel and Close. You get one of them, one pairing, and there's another one coming at you. And you just throw Gary Rowan in there as well, and a couple of other players will bob up from time to time. How are you going to stop this Geelong forward line? You cannot stop them. They are coming for you. And get nervous, get worried, opposition fans. Who else? We've got Adjustment Bureau. Yeah, look, the Cats just find a way. When things are down, we just go back and we just we have a look at things and make the odd tweak. And sure enough, almost every time we just put it, we correct the problems that, and we get on top of the game again. It's just, it seems to be week after week now that this coaching panel, hats off to you guys, you're doing a wonderful job. Probably best coach in the land in Chris Scott, and I know he won't accept full responsibility. He'll always he'll always share that, or if not, probably just say his assistant coaches are doing all the work. He's very humble like that. But yeah, probably the best coach in the country at the moment, Chris Scott. What he's done with his team this year, considering where we were, and everyone thought we were just a retirement home now. So amazing job. Big Danger energy. I love Danger. I love it when he throws himself around. I don't think he'll do it every week. He can't. He's probably not at that. I mean, hopefully he will be for through September. Hopefully he can get his body in the right shape. But expect him to do it every week in the home and away. He's probably asking a lot. But it's great when you see glimpses of the old Danger again, isn't it? You remember how good he can be. We just got to get him over the line to September, and then hopefully he plays the best 3 games of his life in the most important month of his life. And gets that Premiership Cup that he really, really deserves. Baby Guthrie, no longer called Baby Guthrie, he's now Hulk Guthrie. He's getting bigger by the week. I'm a bit concerned about his muscle growth. He's going to be too top heavy before you know it. And we'll have to train him off a little bit. No, he's a big man, and he's got, more importantly, he's got that swagger going now. He's got real confident, and just a look on his face, and he's just loving what he's doing. He won't get a lot of plaudits. He probably won't get best on ground very often, if ever. But he's one of my first pick these days. I'm really loving what he's doing, and just the whole back line. You throw De Connings in there, who had no right to be a first pick player at the start of the season. But some people would say, is he not the best fullback in the country at the moment? Let alone a rising star chance. Anyway, I'm very one Geelong one-eyed, aren't I? Goodness me. All right, let's have a look at some of the crosses, though. It's hard to find a couple, but yeah, the first quarter, obviously, we hit the snooze button a couple of times and didn't want to get out of bed. Eventually we did that, and that was fine. But yeah, look, come on, Cats, you got to wake up a little bit there. I know there's probably a lot on your mind with Joel Selwood and so forth, and the Dogs weren't. The Dogs were probably going to give us a nudge early. We should have expected that we would be a little bit off to start with, too much distraction through the week. Gary Rowan, he's going to get a bit of a rest. We know that was going to happen. I think he'd get a rest either way. He's maybe one of those players that's due for a rotation. So regardless of whether he's got concussion or not, let's maybe give him a week off. Lack of respect for Tyson Stengel. What is going on in the AFL community? Are you going to put a player on the guy? He has so much space and time. He doesn't seem to have an opponent most weeks. What is going on? How is Tyson Stengel getting 20 metres clear many times throughout a game? Fix it, because he's only going to win a Norm Smith medal in a few weeks. If you don't, he's a gun. A complete lack of respect for Tyson Stengel. I've talked about Tom Stewart trying to kill Jeremy Cameron. Tom, don't do it, please don't hurt him. We need him. He's very important to our team. We need Jeremy Cameron. And Segler, WTF, what are you doing? It was quite funny, but I don't know what that tackle was all about on Cody Waitman. I guess we could afford to give up a goal here or there, but interesting one, that one. Segler, well done. All right, so my votes for the week of clearly gone danger. Number one, I had Brad Close for the 4 votes as well. And Tyson Stengel, I was really impressed with him. Thankfully, the opposition teams aren't as impressed with him, and he just runs amok. But yeah, Tyson Stengel, the 3 votes for me. Cam Guthrie, gave him the 2. I thought he was pretty serviceable all night with his 20-odd touches and a couple of goals. And Isaac Smith, similar, got around and was really damaging and got a lot of meterage for us. So really impressed with all those people. Now, let's have a bit of a look at some tweets of the week. Now, our first tweet this week is from Simon. And Simon says, the evenness of this group is its strength, and the third quarter was something of beauty. Yeah, I think you're right, Simon. This team, there's some standouts. I think at the start of the year you'd say, look, we've got a couple of elite players. You could probably say we've got about 5 or 6 elite players now, and then even the bottom 6, who are they? Maybe you could point 1 or 2 players that could be in and out of the team with fluctuating form, but it's a very even group this year, and I'm kind of glad. I wouldn't mind if Jester doesn't win the Coleman. I'm just happy that him and Hawke have got 50 goals and kicking goals left, right, and centre, and you've got your Stengels underneath them, and Closey's bobbing up and kicking his 1 or 2 a week as well, and then you got a Gary Rowan who's going to miss, but he's back in the team now, and we'll stay relatively injury free, but if not, we've got people waiting in the wings like Parfitt, who played a couple of minutes, but he'll be ready to go again. And Menengola is due to come back, and Stanley not far away as well. So it's all looking good for the Catters at the minute. That I'm really happy with all those guys. Thank you, Simon. Who's next? Shirley Bailey says, how cute, Joel Selwood going over to the kid with a pretend bandage head. That was lovely, wasn't it? The little kid in the players' races, Joel's walking off. He's got the bandage and the blood, fake blood, and the 350 written on it, and that was nice. It was a nice little touch there, and I think Joel enjoyed that one a little bit. Thanks, Shirley. Nick Cahill says, I'm not one for getting carried away, but just engrave the cup now, please, AFL. I've seen enough. Yeah, Nick, me too. Oh, sorry, back to the snooze button. Yes, I think, Nick, it's all over. Just give it to us now. We probably don't even need to play the grand final, do we? Premiership tattoo there, and another one there for 2023 as well. Let's just lock it in. I'm sure there's a couple of good tattoo places around town. We can get it locked in. Book it now. I'll have to give a free plug to someone soon. Let's not get too silly. Or maybe, no, not to get silly, who cares? All right, thank you, Nick. Just Devon says, in years gone by, I would have thought we were cooked in that first quarter. This team is different. They have grit and determination. Never doubted for a minute they wouldn't bounce back. I love these guys. Yeah, I think we're all starting to believe in this team, aren't we? We just think when we get down, and look, we don't want to get down all the time, and we don't actually, but in the weeks that we do drop our heads a little, or drop a quarter here or there, or start a bit slowly, you just know. You just get this feeling that Geelong's not going to fall away and give it up. We're going to come hard, and opposition teams know that, and they're going to start to fold, because the pressure's going to, oh geez, we better kick this goal. If we don't, Geelong's coming, and that just helps us. This aura around this team is starting to build, and it's scary for oppositions. Very, very scary. Thank you, Just Yvonne. JS says, woeful first quarter, however, stemmed the tide and rose above. Little by little, they got on top and had winners everywhere. Yeah, just that's what we did. We just, we stayed in touch. We got a fair bit down in that first quarter, but then just gradually got back in touch. And as soon as we had a sniff of victory, we just put the foot down and just stood on the throat, and off we went. It was lovely to watch. If you like people getting their throat stood on. No. All right, thank you, JS. Jared Marsh, good man, Jared, love him. Good supporter of the channel, probably our biggest supporter of the channel. Let's be fair, he's a great bloke. So much feels as he walks around the ground with the Foo Fighters playing. What a legend. My hero indeed. Talking about Selwood there, yeah. Just love the guy. Really, really happy for him that he embraced the whole week, and the club and the community got around him, and even some of the neutral fans in the AFL community got around him as well. So I think it meant a lot to him. I know he doesn't like to make it about him too much, but I'm glad I'm glad he embraced the week and had some fun, and even got a little bit emotional there too. But that's okay. Real men show emotion, so that's fine. Good on you, Joel, and good to you. Well done to your family and friends as well. It's a new day, it sure is. This team is awesome. While the media will concentrate on Collingwood for 10 wins against mostly bottom clubs, the Cats just getting the job done against the best. Yeah, look, Collingwood. Look, nothing against Collingwood. The Collingwood's going well, and 10 wins is 10 wins. Not taking anything away from them. I think even Collingwood themselves would say, look, yeah, the way Geelong's going about it, probably the better team right now. But yeah, I'm happy that the Pies are doing well. It's another team that's popping up. I don't want the same teams doing well every year. Melbourne's still thereabouts. We're doing okay too. Look, good on the Pies. And look, yeah, I think they'll concentrate on Collingwood because that's just where that's what sells papers and gets clicks and things like that. But we're doing a pretty good job too. So happy with everything that's going on there. Now H the Cat says, step closer for our superstar captain, become a premiership captain. We love you, Joel. You magnificent beast. Joel. He's nearly there now. 6 weeks to go. 6 games to go, I should say. Don't get injured, Joel. Please don't get injured. If you get injured and if you get injured at a prelim and don't play in the grand final, I will be shattered. I'm sure you will be too. No. If anything like that happened, I don't even want to think about it. I'm thinking about it. Stop thinking about it. He's not far there, is he? He's getting closer. Now, Bra Gamer says, we gave Segler a lot of shit last night, but as the game went on, I think he was better than English. Yeah, he came good, didn't he? He started slow, but just got himself into the game a little bit more, started to impact a bit, gave away that silly 50, but let's not isolate that too much, even though I probably have. He'll hopefully he'll get another run this week if Stanley's not quite right. They might give Radagaliera a go, possibly, just to get him some run in the ones as well. I wouldn't be against Segler getting another run in the ones next week, if that's the way the match committee think is the best thing to do. And our last tweet is from Carly Beaver, and Carly says, what a night to be at the Cattery. How much respect did the crowd show Sal? No one left on the siren, and then the silence when he spoke. Yeah, I think we all just loved everything that Joel did, and we were all just happy for him, and it's great to see in the huddle in the change rooms at the end, just before they sung the song, Joel got the boys around and had a quiet word. Don't know what was said, but you could see all the faces of the players just listening and being real serious for a moment there, and then they broke it off and off they went into the song, and that was great. So he just commands so much respect, doesn't he? So it was great. Look, next week we've got the Saints at Kardinia Park again, so if you can get there, do your best to get there if you can afford it, and you can get a ticket somehow. That'd be good if you could. We did lose to the Saints last time we played. It was actually our last loss that we've had this year. We did lose to them by about 10 points. We had one bad quarter, so hopefully we've fixed a few things since then, and we'll get on top of that. But the Saints will be hungry. They're still a sniff at the finals, so it's not going to be an easy one. Hawkins played well that last time we ran. He kicked 4 goals, and Tui was probably our best on ground with 2 goals and 26 touches. So it'll be another test for the Cats, but that's what we want. We don't want the easy games. There's a couple of easy games to finish the year, but this is probably a real big test to finish off the season. So look, we could get Tui back. He's been in the health and safety protocols for a few days. We should get him back. Parfitt might be okay. Might get picked. Might not. Might be the sub again. Who knows? And Stanley, again, I mentioned before, there's talk that he might be ready to go again. We'll wait and see. Let's get rotating some players, though. Let's not change what's worked. Let's do all those things. And my final thought is, I've got a good luck charm, viewers of this channel. The good luck charm is Hoops. Sorry, not Hoops. Well, maybe. No, Pumpkin is the official cat of the Hoop Show, and ever since we've had Pumpkin, Geelong hasn't lost. So take that for what it's worth. But Pumpkin is the magic ingredient this club has been screaming out for many years, and he's finally arrived. And as long as we have Pumpkin, Geelong will never lose. It's a bit like Chappie saying we'll never lose to Hawthorn ever again. It's just how Pumpkin rolls. He just doesn't like seeing Geelong lose games. Anyway, that is the show for this week, guys. Thank you for watching. Much appreciated. As I said off the top, please subscribe. Please share if you feel kind enough to do so. And check out our latest videos. I'll put one up to the right over there. That way. No, that way. There you go. It's all back to front for me. But check that out, and I'll see you next time. Take care. See ya. Bye.